What's up, affordable armory folks? How y'all doing? So I've done videos on a couple of Canik pistols. I'll put links to them up here somewhere. The Canik TP9 Elite Subcompact, I did that one. Great pistol. And the TP9 SFX in the white version. Both of those were great pistols. I loved them, but neither one was mine. So I've never owned a Canik pistol, but I do like them. I just hadn't gotten around to buying one. So recently, Canik introduced two new pistols, the METE SFX and the METE SFT. My local gun shop got a whole bunch of them in, so I bought the METE SFT. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button down below so you'll find out when future videos come out. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so my apologies. I would normally do this at the workbench, but right now my workbench is kind of cluttered. I've got a whole bunch of projects coming, which you guys will see in the near future. So I'm going to do my best to just kind of hold it up. Here is the box that it comes in. Again, this is the METE SFX. I won't hold it against you if you say METE, because technically it's pronounced Janik and we say Canik. Same thing, it's pronounced METE, but if you say METE, I'm not going to hold it against you. In Turkish, the word means brave or valiant, and the word METE actually means to dole out as in justice, so they kind of have a similar meaning. So METE, METE, whatever you want to call it. This is the METE SFX. Let's open it up. Here we have the top half of the box, and you have this warning here that says basically use our screws and not the screws that come with your optic if you're going to mount an optic to this gun. You also have your standard documentation in here, your please join the NRA, as well as your manual. Now in the top part of the box you got some cool stuff here. So you're going to get some cleaning supplies here. You got a brush and a rod. This is your spare back strap. This is a punch in case you want to take down the gun beyond your standard field strip. And this guy here, super cool. So this right here holds your bits, and the bits and all your screws for your optic are located in what would be the magwell of this gun. This is not an actual gun, this is just a tool and a tool holder. In the bottom here you have the gun and a holster. This is the same holster that's been included with Caniks for a while now. It's kind of nice. It's set up for outside the waistband, but it is reversible to inside the waistband if you want to do that. So you got a chamber plug here. You got this little tag thing that was wrapped around the trigger guard. You get a magwell, which you can put on there if you want to, although there is sort of a built-in magwell on the gun, which I'll go over here in a little bit. You also get two different mounting plates for various optics, and you're going to get two magazines as well as a mag loader. So the mag in the gun is an 18 rounder, and then it comes also with a 20 rounder, which is really just an 18 round magazine with a +2 base plate. So having showed you all that, let's go shoot this thing. Alright, so here is the target. These were all my 7-yard shots. Then I moved the target out to 15 yards. The rest of the shots around there are all at 15 yards. I did miss a couple, as you can see, pulled a couple to the left there, but for the most part I was able to hit at 15 yards, no problem. For the first time shooting this gun, I gotta say, did pretty good. Okay, so real quick, while I'm still at the range, they have a Canik TP9 SFX for rent, and I wanted to show you some of the differences. So first off, the big thing is, you'll notice the optics mounting system is different. On the SFX, you lose the rear sight if you decide to mount an optic, whereas here you can see that rear sight is dovetailed into the slide, and then you have a separate mounting plate. That is pretty cool. Another thing they changed is the slide release lever here. You can see it's a lot longer. It's quite a different shape, but also it's ambidextrous, whereas on the SFX it is not. And as you can see on the slide there, it says METE SFX versus TP9 SFX, so it appears they have actually dropped the TP9 name altogether. Now as far as the sights go, instead of the fiber optic front, you've got a white dot, and then you've got the two white dots in the rear. They've also changed the shape of the trigger guard just a little bit. You can see how it kind of angles right there. I believe that's so if you want to put a forward finger there, you can, as well as it looks like they made the undercut a little bit deeper. Another thing you'll notice is the change in the grip texturing. The word Canik is down here at the bottom instead of up here at the top, and then the texturing extends all the way down, and that's because they have changed the back strap. So if you look at the back straps of the two guns, pretty similar, except this one goes down to this little narrow notch, and there's a lanyard loop that is not present on here. And it may just be me, but it feels like these little bumps are not as aggressive as they are on the TP9. Also on the TP9, it's got the square bumps on the front strap, whereas on the METE they have extended the sandpaper-like grip texture all the way around. And lastly, on the grips, the TP9 just goes straight down. There's no bevel at all, whereas the METE, you can see there's clearly a bevel on the inside and a slight magwell built into the gun. And finally, the METE does not have the interchangeable mag release button like the TP9 SFX does. So there you go. There's an unboxing and my first shots through the METE SFX. I think they made a lot of really good changes versus the TP9 SFX. Whereas that gun was designed to be an entry-level competition gun, I think this gun is designed a lot more for defense purposes or even concealed carry. As always, head over to affordable-armory.com. That's where the blog lives. That's where all our social media links are. That's where our affiliate links are, so you can save yourself some money on something you were going to buy anyway. And we've got things like hats, t-shirts, and all sorts of stuff. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.